Guys, for today's video, we are going to talk about a hypersensitivity pneumonitis with granulomas versus sarcoidosis with granulomas. I'm going to show you how they look like compared to each other. So hypersensitivity pneumonitis granulomas are often just a collection of multinucleated giant cells. Some of them may have an inclusion like you see there. Those inclusions are produced by the macrophages themselves and are therefore considered endogenous. The other thing that's characteristic about hypersensitivity is that it's often present in a background of interstitial lymphocytes. And these interstitial lymphocytes are very characteristic or typical of hypersensitivity pneumonitis. This is also reflected in a bronchoalveolar lavage lymphocytosis in this disease. This is usually caused by exposures like birds, pet birds. Now, let us compare this granuloma to the granuloma of sarcoidosis. So now what I'm showing here is the granuloma of sarcoidosis. Now you'll notice this is a much more well-formed granuloma. It's also interstitial like the hypersensitivity one, but much more well-formed granuloma. Now you can see the epithelioid histiocytes that comprise the granuloma compacted into a well-formed tight granuloma surrounded by concentric layers of fibrosis. Now it is true, not all sarcoid granulomas are so classic, but the classic sarcoid granulomas do look like this and are different from the classic hypersensitivity granulomas. One last thing, when you look at the lung away from these granulomas, like at the top left of this picture, that lung in sarcoidosis is normal, doesn't have a lymphocytosis, the lung away from the granulomas, whereas the lung adjacent to or away from the granulomas in hypersensitivity pneumonitis does have a lymphocytosis. So